Okay, moving on. Yes, so if you've been following the podcast for some time now, you would have noticed, that we've been talking about Patricia a lot because a lot has been going on at the company.
Collecting hand.
Yeah, so just to recap, in case you've not been following, so in May, Patricia announced that they were hacked, right? And the hack affected customer funds, just Naira customer funds, but not the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and probably Dogecoin funds, right? So they put withdrawals on hold. Customers were not allowed to take out their money, right? So after sometimes customers were like, "Where's our money? Where's our money?" Things like that. I mean, you can understand as a user of any financial services platform, if you are not able to get access to your money, you vex or you start becoming worried. So Patricia was like, okay, here's the thing, right? We'll create a token called the Patricia token, and then we'll issue it to you. Basically, me creating my own money and then giving it to you. But the problem with me creating my money is that how do you now know the value? So if I create Bulu coin, Bitcoin, for example, and I say, I want to, not everyone will accept it from me because what's the value of?
Who? Me.
Chingo's will collect it. It's a good boy. So not everyone will collect it, right? So that was the issue with
nobody.
Patricia token. People were like, how can you just turn, I have 50 million somewhere, and then you want to give me the supposed equivalent in a currency I'm not familiar with? But Patricia came out to explain that it was that it was a debt something. They shall explain it somehow.
Just something like a certificate that.
Yes, so they'll just give it. Yeah, so if they're owing you 50,000 naira, they'll give you 50,000 that of Patricia tokens just to let you know that okay, we're owing you 50k, so it's 50k will return to you, right? And then after that, we heard that Patricia was now trying to convince some customers to turn the money that Patricia was owing them to shares within the company, basically saying, if my company is owing Yinka 50,000 naira or $50,000 because Yinka is rich. If my company is owing Yinka $50,000, I'll go to Yinka and say, okay, they went to Yinka and they said, oh, Yinka, that your $50,000. Do you know you can get some equity in Patricia? Turn it So, I mean, obviously,
you have it.
Obviously, customers did not take it lightly. They even threatened to protest, right? And then there was some lights at the end. We've not reached the end of the tunnel, but we started seeing some silver lining, right? That maybe something good might happen. So on the 24th, Patricia announced that they've appointed an escrow trustee called a DLM Capital or DLM Trust, right, to help with paying back customers, which will start. The first batch will start on November 20, right? And it was like, oh, finally something. And then the next day, like today. Just the next day, that's not today, that was yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
That was yesterday. DLM Trust says we are not doing it with Patricia again, right? Patricia was like, no, it's because of media backlash, things like that. And then DLM now says, okay, it's not that we are not doing it again, we are putting it on a pause. Right, we are pausing with it. And then today, or should I even say, like today, DLM Trust has now confirmed that we are not even doing again. We are anything that is tying us and Patricia together. So I mean, it's been a very interesting story, but also on a more serious side, it's concerning because this is becoming a bit weird, right? Updates after updates, like we just need. I'm sure people. If I was putting myself in a customer's shoes, I just need someone to tell me, okay, this is what happened. Am I getting it back? Am I not like? Give me some kind of closure, right?
Question.
Okay.
You mentioned something that they said the hack only affected their money, the money they have in Naira. So, and I want to assume that not a large number of people will have their money in Naira because you move a money to a crypto exchange to exchange it for a cryptocurrency. So you are not going to put it there and just hold it there like a bank to gain interest. So, and now the math is not mathing because you are saying you are paying 2 million back to people. 2 billion. So 2 billion.
So allegedly 2 billion.
$2 million. $2 million.
No, $2 million. Yeah.
So Are you telling me that at the point they got hacked, they had $2 million in naira? No. So this is it. If I move my money to
An exchange.
I'm not moving it there to keep. I'm moving it there to exchange it for a cryptocurrency. I'm not going to move my money to Binance and keep it there in naira. No, they are not my bank. Yes, I'm moving it there and exchanging it for any currency that I
probably
want.
keeping cryptocurrency on that platform.
On that platform. So saying that they got hacked and the one that got hacked is in naira,
and then
you are now owing to me.
Okay, now here's the thing here. So do you? I'm going to assume that you know the customers whose monies were in naira, but now everybody is seeing their money held back. I mean, common sense here would be okay. I know one thing you want to avoid is to maybe avoid the equivalent of a bank run by saying no, everybody can withdraw your money. But what you could do is internally you have your systems. They tell you, okay, this person Bolu has his money in naira, but Yinka has his money in USDT, for example. Okay, pay Yinka back. Not even on your own. He wants his money right now. Send his money back to him, and then find out how to worry about those who have their monies in naira. But I think what they are trying to play here is they want to probably still keep the business running, and that means if you tell people, okay, now everybody can withdraw their money, such a situation, especially with it's dragged out, could mean that you lose, if not all your customers, but at least a significant portion. And having something like this hanging over your head also means customer acquisition will get harder, because this saga has dragged on. I don't think
it's possible for them
get
to even one customer this much.
So MMM came. There was a first, second, and third coming of MMM.
No,
people fell for
it's different versions. There's MMM, different variations.
Yeah, different variations.
Another company
different names, but I think we also had. No, I think we had MMM.
Same name. I think that was twice.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
It wasn't once.
I did not even try that.
I remember that back then, the what's it called? The internet situation and everything is not as a lot more people are connected to the internet.
Yes, but I hope you know that some people lost money the first time to MMM and still lost the second time.
Same trying to play
MMM. So I think yes, customer acquisition will be more difficult. It's very possible that they may not even get anyone, but I think it will be more difficult. So I guess what they are trying to do here is eat their cake and have it. Hold on to customer funds, assuming they even have the money, and ensure that you at least have some money in the system.
The moment you open up that you want to start business again and people can start moving their funds, everybody will move out their funds. Yeah. And now that's number one. The number two is Bondu shut down recently, right?
Yeah.
And what they did is move people's funds to Binance.
Okay. They are affiliated with Binance, yeah?
Well, Bondu is a Binance Lab creation.
Experiment.
Yeah. So they move people's funds to their Binance account. So which is why the math that Patricia is selling, like
it's not adding up.
It's not adding up.
I mean, it's and
everybody's crying.
It's making it even harder to because some of the customers I I spoke to actually said they've not been able to access their money. It has before they announced the hack, right? So the stories were from congestion in the blockchain to maintenance going on to you know those things like that. It makes you start being
I don't know. I'm not a blockchain person. It don't really concern me like that, but people used to
there can be congestion on the blockchain. So. I mean, it depends on there are different kinds of blockchain. Traffic on the blockchain. Jam. Yes. Some blockchains are not that scalable. The old ones, for example, like Bitcoin, for example, it can get really slow, right?
I thought people said this was going to change the world.
Yeah, but they are retreating now.
I don't
it's
care.
an advancement. You keep growing.
All your fintech boys and girls, all of them are using it. They are not just telling you. Don't worry. Care. I will show you.
You show me what
they play.
Anyway,
right,
moving away from
Patricia,
I think you spent enough time
my hearts are with you, and I'm wishing them all the best. I hope they are able to get out of this.